Hi, I just wanted to put my experience out there about choosing an artificial disc replacement to fix my cervical spine pain. Fusion is usually what's suggested and usually what's done. And there's minimal information out there about artificial disc replacement, but it's a really great option, and I want to let you know about my experience. So my pain started with chronic right shoulder pain, and I had a good sports doctor that figured it was from my neck, so I got an MRI and it did confirm that. The MRI showed bone spur and spinal stenosis, which is nerves being impinged. It showed in the center, but a little more on the left. Given that my symptoms are on the right, we need to get a myelogram to just do a little more research. And the myelogram did show that the nerves were impinged bilaterally, so including my right side. So he referred me to a really good neurosurgeon, the Methodist Hospital in Houston, and the neurosurgeon, even though he's awesome, like 99% of neurosurgeons, he did suggest what they've been doing forever, which is fusion. Every inch of me said, no, this is not what I'm going to do. I'm not going to put screws in my spine. So he said, okay, how about fusion using a bone from your hip? And I said, no, I don't want to do that either. I know that fusion damages your discs above and below the disc you already have a problem with, and you're probably going to need surgery in about 5 years anyway. I'm not going to do fusion. So he said, okay, how about an artificial disc? And that sounded really good to me, and I did my research, and it's a really viable option. So I got the Synthes ProDisc-C, which is what he chose for me since I had retrolisthesis, a lot of movement in my neck already. It's just like a ball and socket artificial disc, and he went in through the front, through C5 and C6. He took that disc out. It was ruptured anyway, but he had to take that disc out in order to get to the bone spur on C6 and shave it down. Then he did a little a keel, which is like a groove in both vertebra above and below, and put the artificial disc in and closed me up. The stitches are on the inside. What's on the outside is I think it's called Dermavon surgical glue. I can take a shower. I took a shower as soon as I got home, and it can get wet. You just pat it dry, and then I'll peel the surgical glue off in about 7 days. Here's the good news. I had surgery Tuesday, August 21st. I went home the next morning. Today is Thursday, August 23rd. I walked 2 miles today. I am on minimal pain medication, and I'm supposed to have a full recovery in 4 weeks, meaning full range of motion. I was told I could even go whitewater rafting in a month if I wanted to. I'm not going to do it, but that is really good clearance to hear about how well I'm going to be. Full recovery in 4 weeks, but honestly, I feel like I'm going to be just fine in 2 weeks. Like I said, I walked 2 miles today. I'm supposed to be walking at least 2 miles every day, and I'm sore. They strap your shoulders down and put you in weird positions, and the muscles tense up. I can move my head left and right, up and down. You notice I am still really cautious about up and down. I'm just learning to trust it again. It's sore, but I'm doing amazing. I really recommend you do your research if this is an option for you. Right now in the United States, it's only an option if one of your discs needs to be replaced. In Europe and India, I think they've been doing it for about 20 years, and they'll do multiple disc replacements. Like I said, the doctors usually are not going to tell you right off the bat that this is an option. A lot of them don't know how to do it. You need to get a really experienced, forward-thinking doctor, neurosurgeon. My neurosurgeon had did probably over 2,000 fusions, and he had only did about 25 of these disc replacements. Given that this is not been around a long time in the U.S., 25 disc replacements is experienced. I wouldn't pick a neurosurgeon who is doing his first or second one on you. But I really did trust my surgeon. I believed in his ability and his experience. If you know in your gut this is good for you, don't let someone talk you out of it. When I made my decision at that point, I really stopped telling people about my surgery, because you'd see in their face they'd cringe and tell you all these horrible stories. But I promise you, most of the stories are from fusions. They're not from an artificial disc replacement. Talk to people who actually had an artificial disc replacement. They're few and far between, and that's why, even though I never do videos, I'm putting myself out there. What else can I tell you? I feel good. This is a good option. The doctors get paid. This is sad, but a fusion pays about $100,000. The disc replacement pays them about half of that. So they're going to make half of the amount of money on you if you get an artificial disc versus a fusion, even though it's more damaging to your body in the long run. Plus, you're probably going to need surgery again in about 5 years. Therefore, they would get paid again in 5 years. I'm not a big conspiracy theorist or anything, but common sense will tell you they're getting paid a lot less if you pick this option. Also, Blue Cross Blue Shield, they approved my disc. I did have to wait about 20 to 30 days for it to be approved. Insurance companies don't exactly want to throw this option out there either, because it's so viable, such a quick recovery, and it's just a really great option that if people know about it and it's really out there, a lot of people are going to want to get their neck pain fixed. So just listen to your gut, know what's good for you, do your research, and just trust yourself, and find a really good neurosurgeon that you trust as well, even if you have to travel a little bit. I'll check back in with you in a month and let you know how I'm doing. If you have any questions, feel free to ask, and I wish you luck and really good health.